the hard times will be all over. At the birthdays, at bar mitzvah time, at the meeting of the family, when their seats, chairs are missing, even holidays. But it's every day, it's not just in that times, but we are strong.
Israel is reeling in pain right now. The whole country is in a state of emotional shock. There isn't a single community that doesn't have its mourners. There isn't a family that doesn't know someone that was murdered or taken captive by Hamas. Think about it. Israel is a tiny country of just over 9 million people. 1,400 citizens murdered in a cold-blooded terror attack would be like 53,000 Americans being killed. Almost the number of soldiers that died in the Vietnam War, or the equivalent of 18 9/11s. 200 kidnapped hostages in captivity in Gaza would be like 7,600 hostages being held in the United States. Over the next few weeks, I plan to collect stories of people most directly affected by this unfolding nightmare. We're all bombarded right now with news, WhatsApp updates, social media posts. But I ask that you will take a few moments just to sit quietly, to listen, and to be with these people as they share their stories with us. No politics, no military analysis, just individuals experiencing deep pain who need you to share that pain with them. Earlier this morning, I went to the home of Rabbi Slotky and his wife, Tali, where they're both sitting Shiva for their 2 sons, Noam and Yishai. Sitting Shiva is a Jewish custom where the immediate family members publicly mourn as friends, family, and community gather to comfort them. The constant flow of those coming to offer comfort and consolation seems to never end. All strata of Israeli society are present. Distinguished rabbis in long black frocks, decorated military officers, a few people from our neighborhood that I recognize, and dozens of young people, clearly friends of Noam and Yishai. A young woman is soothing a crying infant. I ask somebody who she is. That's Avia, Yishai's wife, and their 2-month-old baby, Be'eri. I feel tears rolling down my face, and I step away for a minute to recompose myself. Rabbi Slotky has agreed to spend some time with us in the middle of his mourning period as he wants to share his story with the world. His wife Tali sits outside with some family members, sipping tea and eating some dried fruits. It's hard to know what's going on in her world, but she seems strong as a rock from the outside. Rabbi Slotky is a handsome man with piercing blue eyes and a soft voice. He sits in his chair that's low to the ground, the traditional posture of Jewish mourners, and he takes my hand warmly. He's glad that I'm here to offer him a microphone to share his story. This is the story of Noam and Yishai.
Noam was 31 years old. He was data analyst in Checkpoint. He was a family person. He has a little son, 1 year old. Noam was very happy.
Happy kid.
Happy kid. Noam was very happy kid. He dreamed to have a big family, to live in a village, and to have a good life. Yishai was 24 years old. He has a daughter, 2 months old, and also was very, very smiley boy. Immediately when they heard about the war that started at the south, they didn't wait any minute. They put on themselves the uniform and take the guns and drive fast to the kibbutzim and the yeshuvim, and because they heard that the terrorists, the Hamas terrorists, are there and killing our nation. They knew when they went there that it's very, very dangerous. They knew that they are going to fight with a lot of terrorists. They knew that they have just pistols against stronger guns that the terrorists had. But they didn't wait, they didn't avoid from going there. They just went there to do what they can do.
And then what happened after?
When they arrived there, they were participate about half an hour at the battle against thousands of terrorists. After we found them both dead, each nearby other.
Do we know what happened? What do you know about what happened?
We don't know exactly, but we know that at Kibbutz Alumim, the place that they were participating in the battles, the kibbutz itself, 500 people survived there. We know that because the battle that they were participating there, the terrorists didn't come into the kibbutz. Because what they had done, the kibbutz were survived.
So, from your perspective, what did you know? What was happening here? When did you first hear that something was going wrong?
Okay. After the Shabbat, after the holiday, immediately we heard from the wife of one of them that they lost connection with the two boys. One of my children, the oldest, was very worried, and he decided to go there to look for them. Maybe he can find them, can help them, can save them, or can understand what's happened there. So he go there to the Kibbutz Alumim because the phone of one of them showed that they are there. It was very dark, terrorists were all around, and he looked for them, but it was very hard to find something. If he looked and they saw a lot of bodies on the ground, but he couldn't recognize his brothers. 5 days they were unknown. We didn't know what's happened to them exactly, if they are there, if they were taken to Gaza. But after 5 days the army came to our home and they were announced as a dead soldier. And then we brought them to buried in Har Herzl. There were thousands of people there that came to be with us in that hard hour. It was very hard moment. 2 sons to lost in one day together. The way of their life and their death was a way of brave behavior. They live in that way, and they died in the same way.
Can you tell us what you think these children are going to grow up like without their fathers, and how that's going to be for them?
Okay. We have now 2 grandchildren that they are orphan, but they don't have a father, but they have a family. We are a strong family. We will take care about the widows and about the orphan, and they are not alone. It's not exactly as if they are not alone, and also Israeli nations are very
supportive.
Okay, so we're getting support from a lot of families from the communities that we are living here, from all the nation. So we feel that we are not alone. They will feel that they are not alone. We're sure that they will be growing in a best way that in that situation we can find for them.
When it was finally determined that Noam and Yishai had in fact been killed in that battle, and the arrangements were made to bury them at Mount Herzl, the military cemetery in Jerusalem, people in our community came out by the hundreds to line the streets with flags and signs saying, Am Yisrael Chai, the Jewish people live forever, as the family left their home to go to Mount Herzl to bury their sons. I showed Rabbi Slotky a video of that evening, and I asked him how he felt at that moment.
It was a great moment. The support and the love that we feel in that moment was not describable. It was very hard here before that the division in the society of Israel was very hard, political, religions. But this moment of love from all the neighborhood and people that coming around was something that gave us a hope. Give us a hope that it will be better in the future if we will still go in the way of being brothers in the deep meaning of that. We have a hope to better future.
First, is there any message that you want to share with our listeners, something that you want them to understand about you, your family, your boys, Am Yisrael?
Yes, I think that our situation now, it's painful. All the families that lost their children, husbands, fathers, but still we are in a very, very different situation than we have been in the past, in the Holocaust time, in the years ago when we were at the diaspora and we were under the control of other nations. Now we have a country. We are strong. It's a hard time, but we have enough power to come and build ourselves again and win our enemy and collect the shvarim, broken pieces together to one piece, together as a one nation. We have our country. We are not the diaspora. We depend on ourselves. And I see now a start of a new page that starts in our nation's life. They left the world in a way that give us mission, that they show us what we have to try to accomplish. There is a boromok, deep hole that stay after they go away. We still know and understand that they left us a mission to fulfill, not just in the private family of taking care of their children, but more than that, as a nation, the mission that we have to build a society build the Israeli nation to a better place.
Can you just name the emotions that everybody's feeling now?
The emotions that we feel now are mixed. From one end, pain, sadness, loneliness. But from the other end, proud. שרוח, יש כזה משהו?
There's no translation.
רוממות, משהו, spirituality elevated.
Angry?
Not angry. Love for the people, for the nation. Support. Very big support.
Rabbi, on behalf of all of our listeners, I want to say Hamakom Yinachem Etchem B'toch Shar Avelei Tzion B'Yushalayim. You and your family should be comforted among all the mourners of Israel and Jerusalem. And I know it's not easy to take time to speak to us during the Shiva, and I really appreciate it. Our listeners all appreciate it, and we wish you strength to your whole family. And may this war end soon, and may Jewish people live in peace in the land of Israel. Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you. Amen.
This is Israel Take 3. I'm David Began. Thank you, Adam Margolis, for the musical outro. We'll continue to share these stories as things unfold here in Israel.